When AI takes over all your jobs, you're going to need your network and you're going to need your YouTube channel to advertise shit and make money. By creating this video, I am probably reaching like two creators, two people who are about to start creating and make their first video. It's amazing that we can do that. So I moved to New York last year, and since then I've been thinking a lot about starting my content creation journey. But I haven't really been doing anything about it. I haven't really been uploading anything. I love analyzing things, and I often just enjoy that more than than the actual execution phase of any project, which is a good problem to have, I guess, because I know what to do. I'm just not doing it. And so during my research, I came across a concept that your YouTube channel should, or any channel on any social media for that matter, should follow a particular niche. It should be directed to a particular audience, because that way the recommendation algorithms know whom to push your content to, and it'll hopefully reach the right people who want to watch it. And I have met so many people of all ages, and no matter what stage of life they are in, they want to be a content creator in some form, because it's a great channel to express yourself. Micro influencers are getting paid. It's a good chunk of pocket money, even if you're not a super popular creator. So I haven't just been thinking about it, I've actually been putting in a lot of research. And by research, I mean 80% of the time I'm on my couch watching a YouTube video about someone creating a YouTube video. So actually, now that I said it, I think it'd be a great idea if my channel could be about the things that I already enjoy thinking about, because then the process of writing would come naturally to me. But I'm so deep in the research now that I get YouTube recommendations about creators with like 20 subscribers and like 100 views on their videos. But it's really cool watching them, because you get to see that initial stage of a creator's journey, which was not very accessible unless your recommendations figure out that you are trying to build something similar. By creating this video, I am probably reaching like two creators, two people who are about to start creating and make their first video. That is really cool. That is the world we live in today, and it's amazing that we can do that. If you're thinking about starting to create content, think about your motivation. Why do you want to do it? One really good reason to start creating is to connect with more people who are working towards the same thing. And I guess it's just a great networking tool. So get started, you're going to need it. When AI takes over all your jobs, you're going to need your network. And you're going to need your YouTube channel to advertise shit and make money. So I've spent about 5-ish years in the tech industry doing tech stuff. I have been sitting and observing and learning people, how things work, how systems work. And say what you will about capitalism and big corporations, you can still learn a thing or two from them. So in the future, if you wanna, let's say, start your own business or your own channel or any project, basically what I've learned in the corporate world is the art of execution, getting shit done. Because most of the times companies are doing shit even before they plan. Like, they plan really poorly, they execute probably 2x or 3x of what they had planned. And the product might be shit, but they have a working first draft ready, so it's really easy for them to build on top of it. And that is really impressive. And somehow they keep getting better there. Valuations keep going up. So there is something to learn about execution in there. So I believe that this world is made up of systems. Each system is a group of forces. They can be people, they can be animals, geothermal forces, but the forces in the system work with each other to achieve an end goal. And if you can learn about one system and understand it really well, you can probably extrapolate that knowledge to some other system to understand that really well. It's just about finding those correlations and finding the right ones. But like what I learned initially from the scrappy tech model of doing work, is I learned about how important it is to keep your operations in check. The boring routines and processes like working out, taking a shower, brushing your teeth, all of these things are non-negotiable. Just like some operational activities in your company might be, like your weekly cost reviews or quarterly all hands reviews, whatever. How it would help you if you implemented some of those processes in your own life to maintain your health physically, mentally, to look good, whatever your goal is. And so I believe that I could extrapolate a lot of knowledge from there, use that knowledge into creating any kind of projects, including long form content on YouTube. So one day I was just reading about the actual recommendation algorithms just for fun, for research purposes, and I came across the topic of clickbaits, how clickbaits affect the performance of your channel or your video. So the thing is, if your clickbait is really good, it's really clickbaity, you will be able to attract a lot of people, you will be able to get a really high click-through rate. But the fact is that people might leave your video early, people might not even watch like 10% of your video, and that is a bad thing about your video according to the algorithms. If people are watching your videos all the way to the end, you're good, you will be promoted, your video will be on more people's explore pages or YouTube home pages. If people leave early, it'll stop getting the traction, and then the only way to get more views is to put it on your family group on WhatsApp. So the problem at hand is high click-through rate and low retention. And I know some people, even some of my close friends, who have the same problems, not about their channel or their business, about themselves, about their social life. These are exactly the problems that one of my friends had when she was pouring her heart out to me, in confidence of course, because she didn't want me to share this with anyone, but here we are. High click-through rate and low retention, think about it. She is able to make a lot of friends really fast, really friendly. The active person in the party is the one who's always on her feet, talking to people, meeting different people, and she's impressive. She's really cool when you first get to know her. But eventually people seem to lose interest in her. Of course, these are people whom she wants attention and interest from. But she's not the only person whom I know. This is kind of common, and the saddest part about it is that they feel the lack of connection in their lives. Like, they might be friends with a lot of people in public, but when they're at home, they're probably really lonely. And when you're alone and you're still unhappy, that is the most real unhappiness. Like, you're really unhappy. It's really easy to be happy when you're alone, right? And people want to hang out with them for like a couple times, maybe 3. And after that, they don't. So this is getting in the territory of a hookup. And interestingly, a hookup is what a clickbait does to your video. Your video, and probably 2 or 3 of your videos, will be watched by a lot of people whom you don't connect with. But the ones who really appreciate that video, the ones who are really your audience, whom you would actually be excited to connect with, those people aren't coming to your video through that clickbait. I mean, some of them might actually like your video. We'll talk about that later. But when these people who don't like your video start exiting your video, that is when YouTube stops recommending it, and you'll be sad like, oh, my video stopped growing. You'll see the graph flatten. Now I know that this is a good customer acquisition strategy. You need that big funnel to get people at least talking about you, at least noticing you. You need that clickbait sometimes, and it's a good thing. It's good to care about your first impression, especially in the times that we're living today. People have really low attention spans, and they will probably not even notice you if you have a boring thumbnail or if you have a boring first impression. So it's good. I'm not saying stop doing that. I'm saying that also work on your core values, your core beliefs. Don't just try to mold your whole personality according to what thumbnail you have. Like, it's okay to have a really viral, attractive thumbnail, but in your video, to get long-term viewers, to connect with people who actually appreciate what you create, you gotta sit down, talk to yourself, and get to know yourself, and actually put content that means something to you. You gotta live life in a way that you should be free to explore what you are already interested in, instead of trying to be some, because great art is always the purest, most authentic expression of yourself that has your skin in it. Even if you are a clickbaity person, that's great. I'm happy for you. You're probably going on a lot of dates, but just make sure your core is strong. You know what you stand for. And if you are building a YouTube channel or working on any passion project, really get to know who you are and what you really want to do. It takes time. It took me 10 years from the time I bought my first camera and microphone to creating and uploading like my first YouTube video. It's a long road, and there is no guarantee that you will be successful, but if you are, so take that chance. It's easier than ever to make a video today. Just express yourself, and keep coming back here for more motivation and more analysis on content creation, and leave your comments down below. I honestly, the reason why I am doing this is to find people who are working towards the same goal as me and network. This is, I think, the best use case of creating content. So yeah, why not give it a shot? And don't be a human clickbait. The joy of creating or the joy of building stuff or solving problems, basically any kind of work that you do, it is for a reason, right? Mostly it's money, of course, but not in this video. Trust me, I love talking about money. So we will have a video where we only talk about money 100%. So yeah, just sit with yourself, get to know yourself, and don't be afraid to be you unapologetically. Definitely fake it till you make it, but make sure that you're just not just faking it, you're working underneath to make it one day.